4. Welcome to W&L Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Jeremy Franklin. This week we'll speak with men's basketball assistant coach Caleb Kimbrough, senior swimmer Jenna Worsham, and sophomore women's basketball player Meg Ingram. But first, here's a look back at last weekend in Generals athletics. Washington and Lee won the Old Dominion Athletic Conference women's swimming title for the third consecutive year and the 20th time overall. Senior Sarah Simpson was named the conference swimmer of the year. First-year Brittany Ross was tabbed as the league's top rookie, and Cammie Gardner took home coach of the year honors. The women's basketball team routed defending conference champion Randolph-Macon 73-56 at the Warner Center on Saturday, getting double-doubles from sophomore Becca Bolton and junior Felice Herman. The Generals then came from behind on Tuesday to post a 73-70 win at Eastern Mennonite. The men's and women's track and field teams had their final tune-ups before next weekend's ODAC Indoor Championships, competing at the Susquehanna Indoor Invitational in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. First-year Marissa Thompson posted the best finish matches at home, defeating East Tennessee State and West Virginia Tech while falling to Centennial Conference rival Johns Hopkins. Sophomore Sam Campbell, David Dennis, and Ben Ursing all went 3-0 on the afternoon. And in men's hoops, the Generals won 75-71 at Bridgewater on Saturday behind career highs of 14 points and 9 rebounds from first-year JDI. Washington and Lee then fell 91-80 to top-ranked Guilford at the Warner Center on Monday evening. With me now is the assistant coach from the men's basketball team, Caleb Kimbrough. Caleb, welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here.
You were Guilford, class of 2008. What was it like competing against your alma mater on Monday, especially since you played with a lot of the current Quakers?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was exciting. It was exciting the whole week moving up towards the game. And when they got here, it was exciting seeing them. But I try to just look at it as another game. They're in the way of us getting done what we needed to get done. And, I just really wanted to beat them. But it was exciting. I had butterflies coming up to the game.
How does coaching in the ODAC measure up to playing in the conference?
Well, I don't think anything compares to playing, to tell you the truth. I'm dying to be out there every time we play. But coaching is also very thrilling. Just being in the ODAC atmosphere, I loved it as a player, and I also love it as a coach. And it's fun to see some of the guys I played against, how they have improved and how the conference is where it is now. And I think, I don't think anything compares to playing, but I think coaching is maybe the next best thing.
You're talking about where those teams in the conference are now, and we've seen Guilford, Eastern Mennonite, Randolph-Macon, Virginia Wesleyan, all nationally ranked for most of the year. How does the strength of the conference compare to when you were playing just a couple of years ago?
Well, I think, most of the top teams that are top-ranked teams now are still the top-ranked teams. But I think as a conference as a whole, our conference is deeper than when I was there. Any team can beat any team on any given night. And I think it's the best team in Division III, Division III basketball right now, and it's great to be a part of that.
What will the Generals need to do to make a run in the ODAC tournament next week?
Well, win. No, we need to. I think if we play our hardest for 40 minutes, I think we're one of the toughest teams to beat in the conference. The challenge is putting together an entire game. And I think we've gotten better and better throughout the season. And leading up, I think, I don't think teams want to see us. You don't hear our name much, but, I think when it comes down to it, we're not a team you want to face in the tournament. So we're just going to have to get it done when we go down to Roanoke and have to win the championship.
Well, Caleb, thank you for joining us, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
With me now is Jenna Worsham, senior swimmer from Cumming, Georgia. Jenna, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jeremy. Thanks.
How exciting was it to capture your third straight ODAC championship down at Radford this weekend?
It was very exciting, and I actually don't think a lot of our excitement was just in winning the title, but the way in which we won the title. We were going into this conference a very confident team. We had a lot of training behind us from throughout the year, and having integrated our large and very talented freshman class. So we were going in with confidence, and we were ready to really take advantage of a lot of the competition there. So we were able to not only win, but win graciously.
You've swum on several really good relay teams. Is there a different mindset when you swim a relay race versus an individual race?
For me personally, I would say yes. Depends on the swimmer. But, a lot of people think swimming is kind of an individual sport. But I would encourage those people and those athletes to watch relays, because on a relay, it's not only your swim that matters, but obviously everybody else's. And Sunday night, for instance, we had the last relay, the 4x100 freestyle relay, and it's bottom of the night, third night of conference, and you have to work together to get each other psyched up to swim fast. And Randolph-Macon was coming at us with some really good sprinters on that relay. So the four of us, you know, we huddled up and we got each other psyched up, and in that moment you kind of establish a common goal between you, and that creates, I think, a really powerful connection between relay swimmers, and you're able to accomplish great things in doing that. So yeah, it's fun.
What's the most important lesson that you've learned from participating in Division III athletics?
Well, I've learned a lot in 4 years, but I know that Division III in particular emphasizes the athlete's love of the sport and their desire to be on a team and gain that experience, and you make a lot of personal sacrifices in order to do that. One thing that I learned personally was that sometimes it's not necessarily about the times. I mean, of course you want to be the fastest swimmer you can be, but sometimes it's not about the time or whatever record you want to get. It's more about the fact that you've been committed to a team for 4 years and you've been making a difference on that team, and knowing that it's not about how many times you don't reach your goal or you get knocked down, but how many times you keep trying and you get back up again.
You spoke earlier of the large and talented freshman class. What do you see in store for the future of the W&L swimming program?
A lot of great things. I've been a witness to our coach, Cami Gardner. She's been really transforming the team over the past 3 years, and I can't tell you how much it's changed in terms of our depth and people we're bringing in and our training, and it's growing, I think, exponentially, and I'm excited to come back in the next few years and to watch as this team really begins to keep making big strides and become a large presence in Division III athletics.
Well, Jenna, congratulations on a great career, another ODAC title, and thank you for joining us here.
Thanks.
Joined now by Meg Ingram, sophomore basketball player from Greensboro, North Carolina. Meg, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How important was it after such a big win against Randolph-Macon to follow things up with that road victory at Eastern Mennonite?
Well, the win against Randolph-Macon was a big win for our program and a big win for our season. So we knew coming into yesterday's game that if we didn't follow through with the win, it would take away from the importance. And EMU's a tough place to play. It was their senior night, so we knew that we were going to get their best shot. And despite being down for 38 minutes of a 40-minute game, we were able to come away with the win.
How does the Generals' great team chemistry pay off, especially in a close game like that?
I feel like team chemistry is probably one of the main contributing factors to our success this season. In a close game situation like yesterday, I think it comes through because we're able to really trust each other. We called a play where we need to score, and it broke down, and our first options weren't there, so we threw the ball to Allie for a wide open 3, and when the ball left her hands, we were all confident that she was gonna make it.
You had a stretch earlier this year where you were still distributing the ball well and playing good defense, but not necessarily hitting a lot of shots. Yeah. The last 5 games you've averaged over 17 points. What's happened for you to get the scoring back up?
Yeah, I don't know. I think yesterday's games, I think I took my first 3 shots were pretty blatant air balls, but I just had to be more aggressive and get to the basket because it's harder to airball a layup, and it's created more scoring opportunities for my teammates. And I've been trying to be more aggressive on defense and get steals in the open court, which is all the little things I can do so that I'm not just a shooter and I can contribute more.
What will Washington and Lee need to do to continue this run into the ODAC tournament next week?
We're just going to have to continue to take it one game at a time. And our coaches have been telling us the things that separate a good team from a great team is when it comes down to the end of the season and tournament play, it's not that we do anything spectacular, but it's that we do all the little things the right way, because every possession counts so much more now.
Well, Meg, thanks for joining us. Good luck against Roanoke and Bridgewater this weekend.
Okay, thank you, Jamie.
The men's swimming team is competing at the Bluegrass Mountain Conference Championship this week in Charlotte. The meet runs through Saturday. Women's basketball wraps up the regular season with 2 games at the Warner Center this weekend. The Generals take on ODAC leading Roanoke on Friday evening and then face Bridgewater on Saturday afternoon. Follow both games live on WLUR or B2. Also on Saturday, wrestling heads to Hoboken, New Jersey for the Centennial Conference Championship hosted by Stevens. Men's basketball finishes up the regular season with the primetime game at 12th-ranked Eastern Mennonite. Listen live on WLUR. And on Sunday, the riding team competes in the Sweetbriar Invitational, while baseball opens up the 2010 season at Oglethorpe. For W&L Sports Weekly, I'm Jeremy Franklin. Thanks for watching.